Every time I try to distract myself, your body slips back into my thoughts, and suddenly I'm drowning in desire all over again. I keep telling myself to calm down, but the way I imagine touching you feels too real, too close, too dangerous to ignore. It's getting impossible to focus on anything else when every part of me is busy craving the warmth of your skin against mine. I never meant for these thoughts to take over my mind, but the way I want you has become something I can't control anymore. I try to act normal around you, but inside, I'm fighting a war between what I feel and what I'm terrified of wanting too much. These thoughts are becoming louder, clearer, and harder to hide, and I don't know how much longer I can pretend they don't consume me. Whenever you're near, my breath shortens, my mind races, and all I can think about is what it would feel like to finally have you. It's almost painful how much I want you, like my mind is torturing me with every vivid detail of what we could be doing. I didn't expect my desire for you to grow this wild, this uncontrollable. But now it feels like the only truth I know. You don't realize it, but you've become the spark that keeps igniting every forbidden thought I try to push away. I keep imagining the moment your lips touch mine, and the thought alone sends a shiver down my spine I can't recover from. My sanity is slipping because the way I crave you feels more like a need than a want, something deeper than temptation. Every time I close my eyes, I see us tangled in a way that feels too intense to be just a fantasy anymore. I'm losing sleep thinking about your warmth, your touch, and the way your breath might sound when you whisper my name. I don't know when it began, but the hunger I feel for you is starting to shape every thought, every moment, every heartbeat. There's a part of me that's afraid of how much I want you, but another part that's begging for the chance to lose control with you. The thought of your hands on me has become my sweetest distraction and my worst obsession all at once. I can't escape these images of us, not because I don't want to, but because a part of me desperately hopes they become real. Every time we talk, I find myself imagining how your body would feel against mine, and it's driving me to the edge. My desire for you is starting to feel like a storm I can't outrun, no matter how hard I try to stay composed. I keep pretending I'm fine, but my mind is secretly replaying moments we've never even had yet. The pull I feel toward you is overwhelming, like my body already knows yours, even though we haven't crossed that line. You've become the thought that enters my mind without permission and refuses to leave until I've imagined every detail. I swear, the way I crave you feels like a silent confession written in every heartbeat I try to steady around you. It's getting harder to hide the way my eyes linger on you, imagining things I shouldn't want as fiercely as I do. I'm starting to wonder if you can feel the tension too, the one that keeps building every time our eyes meet. Thinking about you has become my favorite addiction, one I can't escape because part of me doesn't want to. Your presence alone sparks thoughts in me that are too vivid, too heated, and far too tempting to ignore anymore. Every time you smile, it triggers another fantasy in my mind that pushes me further into my own desire. I never knew wanting someone could feel this intense, like my whole body is responding to a call only you can make. It's not just attraction anymore. It's the kind of longing that steals my breath and pulls me into daydreams I can't escape. You've turned my mind into a battlefield of desire, and I'm losing every fight the moment you walk into the room. I can't tell if it's chemistry, destiny, or madness, but whatever it is, it's making me want you more every single day. I'm trying so hard to be patient, but the way I imagine you touching me is starting to break down every bit of restraint I had left. Even when I'm surrounded by noise, my mind finds a way to sneak back to the thought of us tangled in something forbidden. You've infected my thoughts with a desire so intense that it feels like my mind is burning with every fantasy I can't stop replaying. I didn't choose to think about you this way, but now that it's started, I don't know how to make it stop. Every small moment with you feels charged, like we're one breath away from crossing a line neither of us can return from. You have no idea how close I am to confessing everything, just to relieve the pressure of wanting you this much. My thoughts keep slipping into places they shouldn't go, and every path leads straight back to you. I keep imagining the way your body would feel against mine, and it's becoming impossible to hide how much I want it. The more I try to control my thoughts, the more they wander to the idea of us, closer than we've ever been. Every time I try to calm my mind, it drags me right back into thoughts of you, raw and unfiltered, like my desire refuses to rest. I keep imagining the weight of your body against mine, and the thought alone sends ripples through me I can't control anymore. It's getting impossible to pretend I'm okay when my mind keeps replaying fantasies I've never dared speak out loud. You have no idea how many times I've stopped myself from telling you everything I'm thinking, afraid it might scare you away. My self-control is disappearing, replaced by a hunger for you that grows stronger every time you even look at me. You don't realize it, but your presence alone stirs something inside me that no one else has ever awakened. I keep wondering how it would feel to finally give in to everything my mind keeps imagining about you. Every part of me is becoming addicted to the way your voice sounds, and it feeds every fantasy I try to suppress. I don't know how to escape this anymore, because wanting you has become the only thing that feels real to me. Whenever you're near, my thoughts start drifting into places I shouldn't go, but I can't stop myself from going anyway. It feels like my body remembers a moment we've never had, a touch we've never shared, and it keeps craving it endlessly. The more I try to hide my desire, the more obvious it becomes, written all over my eyes whenever they land on you. You've become the thought that haunts me throughout the day and the fantasy that keeps me awake long into the night. There's something dangerous about the way I want you, and yet it feels like the most natural thing in the world. I can't explain why, but my desire for you grows in silence, louder than any words I could ever say out loud. My mind keeps painting vivid pictures of us, and each one leaves me breathless and hungry for more. You're the kind of temptation that doesn't fade. You grow stronger, deeper, more irresistible with every second. Every time you smile, it sparks another cascade of thoughts I'm not prepared to deal with, but can't stay away from. I've tried everything to distract myself, but nothing works. Not when you've already taken over the deepest parts of my mind. If you knew the thoughts I have about you, you'd understand why I've been losing sleep more often than I should. Your energy pulls me in like gravity, and resisting it feels more impossible every time you come close. Even when you're gone, your presence stays with me, lingering like the memory of a touch I've never actually felt. I don't know how long I can pretend these thoughts don't consume me, because they're getting harder to hide. It scares me how badly I want you, but it scares me even more that I don't want the feeling to stop. You've become the silent reason my mind keeps drifting, the cause of every skipped heartbeat I can't explain. I keep wondering if you can feel the tension too, the one that stretches between us, like a spark waiting to ignite. Every time your hand brushes near mine, my thoughts spiral into places I shouldn't admit, but can't escape. I wish you knew how much control you have over me without even trying, how easily you pull me into desire. Your presence alone is enough to unravel every piece of discipline I built to keep my thoughts clean. Even a single glance from you feels like a door opening to every fantasy I've been trying to lock away. I keep trying to tell myself to stay calm, but my body reacts to you in ways my mind can't even keep up with. There's something in the way you move that drives me insane, like you were created to tempt every part of me. You don't know how many times I've had to look away just to hide what my eyes reveal when I stare at you too long. The thought of us together feels more real than anything else, even though it only exists in the corners of my mind. Every day, the line between fantasy and reality blurs a little more, and it's all because of how intensely I want you. My sanity slips deeper every time you get close, because you make my thoughts rush into places I shouldn't be thinking about. I'm starting to think my desire for you has become its own language, silently spoken through every breath I take around you. You're the only person who can make my body react with just a glance, and it's ruining my ability to stay composed. Every time my mind drifts, it drifts to you, your lips, your touch, your warmth, the things I'm afraid to say out loud. You're the one thought I can't shake, the one fantasy that refuses to fade, no matter how hard I try. Sometimes it feels like you're a dream I can't wake up from, one that tempts me more each time I fall asleep. My thoughts are becoming less innocent, more vivid, and dangerously close to the truth I've been trying to hide from you.